You already know what time it is. When Kane speak, we listen. It's that real talk, no filter. Welcome to Kaneasaid. Kane said it. Now the game gets shifted. Real talk only, the vibe stay lifted. Truth in the booth, yeah, the mic stay gifted. If you ain't tuned in, then you straight up missed it.
Oh, what's up, baby? We're back, and you know what it is. Kane said with the Kane Said Show. I'm your host, Kane Bradfield.
What up, Steve A?
Levi.
And we here, baby. We here. We here. Man, how y'all doing, first of all?
It's been a long day. It's been a long day, but it's all right.
Okay.
You got football.
Yeah.
I'm doing great. Can't complain. Glad to be back. Glad to get the show going
man.
again.
We back, man. I almost felt like, like rappers. You know what I'm talking about? Rappers who chill for a minute.
I was going to say the ones who got locked up and getting out now who are free.
we free. We free, so we got to drop some bars out here. You know what I mean? Let's drop them out, man. So, got that boy Stevie in the house.
That's me. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to bring the, probably an outside take of Georgia in that because, you know, I'm a hog through and through.
Well, so I was going to expose that. Then we got a hardcore Alabama fan over there. Hardcore Razorback.
Did you tell him what I text you?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't. But go ahead and pour it out now. Go ahead and pour it out now.
Well, he had informed me that you're an Arkansas fan or a Razorback, and I said, oh, that would be great for the show. We need more misery and content, so you'll be the perfect person to contribute that.
It's misery. It's something that I don't know. I mean, you get a good season, then your coach goes and does something silly, and then you go and lose all your games forever, and it is misery. But we got basketball, I would say we have baseball as well, but baseball's misery as well because you could be the best team and still lose.
Still lose. But here's a bright spot. I like you guys' quarterback. He's fast.
Yeah.
He's fast.
Yeah.
Now he's not a polished passer, but he's fast.
No, he can get it with his legs. It's just he makes him like the other day against Auburn, 2 bonehead decisions in the fourth quarter. Like all you got to do is drive down there, kick field goal. You got it. You win.
Take care of the ball.
Interception, both time. Fumble, both time.
See.
I give up at some point. I don't know. So as long as Georgia was in the East, then okay, good. I can't vote. I can't root for anybody in the West.
Nah, I feel you. I feel you.
Bandwagon, and sure as heck's not going to be Tennessee.
Well, we got room on the boat. There's room.
I don't want.
There's room.
I don't want to be in a Rocky Top boat.
Levi, how about you?
Oh, there's always room. It's full over in Alabama, but we'll clear room.
Clear that room. So y'all listen, man. Y'all know what it is, baby. There's a lot of high school football going on.
Yep.
A lot of high school football going on and some real good football being played. Who you guys been looking at?
I mean, shoot, if you're not looking at Troop, you're missing out. 3A, they're ranked fourth in state. I mean, you got 4 kids at running back that you can just rotate them in and out, and you're not going to lose a spot, right?
Yeah.
You got your quarterback, leading team passing, leading team rushing. I mean, they got talent. Those kids know how to win. A lot of them come from championship wins. Shoot, the baseball team just won a title.
That's crazy.
Not what, 3 or 4 months ago?
Right. You feel me?
And a lot of those kids went to football, so they're going to bring that championship mentality with them.
But yo, you know what's crazy though, y'all? You know what's crazy? The fact that Coach Glisson had the opportunity.
I was literally just about to say that.
Really?
I wonder if there's stats on that. I would like to see.
Yeah.
He may be the first person, at least in the Georgia state, to win back-to-back state titles in 2 different sports.
Like, come on, dog.
Well, I don't know if I'm phrasing that right, but yeah, you get to win a title in the spring in baseball, then followed up with a title in the fall with football.
That's insane, you ask me.
Yeah.
Troop County doesn't open up that pocketbook. I mean, we can get into the top 8 high school coaches in the state, and it's,
Yeah.
But I mean, you bring 2 state titles to that team within 4 or 5 months.
Well,
No, go.
I don't know how it. I don't know how out there we want to get with our take. So this might be something to go back and cut.
Let me hear it.
Well, I think he's also fighting for reputation as well, just from talks around town and some people's frustrations. It has been floated out there maybe a little bit better as, a baseball coach than a football coach. So he'll definitely be proving a lot of people wrong because this isn't the first time he's been blessed with a treasure trove of talent. Yeah, and a lot of people feel like he misused talent in the past and didn't fully get them to where they were capable of.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, proving the naysayers wrong here a little bit too this year.
Yeah, and here's the crazy part. I think it's the first time in history they have the opportunity to go 9-0.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So hey, Coach G, prove them wrong, man. Yeah. You got to prove them wrong. All I know, you got to prove them wrong.
I didn't say any of that. That was just people telling me that. I want to get out there with that take.
It was just what we were talking about earlier about that group of kids, that junior class coming through. I mean, they won state titles. They won the Dixie Youth World Series baseball. Yeah. I mean, and be honest, some of them were Callaway kids. Yeah. And at a certain point, they went, they ain't Callaway kids no more. But think about it, right? If Callaway kept their kids in, and we could be talking about Callaway baseball, Callaway football more than them setting them records.
So let me ask y'all this, okay? Do y'all think in this area, Troop get overlooked?
I think on a national stage, yes. Okay. Now you could probably, if you did a full review of every little area of hotbeds of talent, I've always said, since really moving here and being ingratiated with the culture of high school athletics here, I have said for the longest time, this is overlooked hotbed of talent here in Troup County. It is absolutely crazy. And just looking at the paths of the greats we've had come through here to make it to the professional level and make it big there. Yeah, it's crazy how blessed Troup County is and this area is with the athletes that come through.
That makes sense, though. It makes sense. So, Callaway they're fighting for the region championship.
Yep.
How you guys feel about? Wait, let me back up first, though. No. If I go to Callaway, excuse me, what do y'all think about that Sandy Creek and Troop game first, though?
I mean, it's going to be a high-scoring game. I mean, I think Sandy Creek averages 50 points a game. Troop averages about 45. So, but the stats could be a little misleading. Troop's got a couple shutouts this year, so they're only giving up 15, 20 points a game. So, I mean, if their defense can come to it and stand strong with it, I mean, it's going to be a shootout.
Right. I heard Sandy Creek. Now, I haven't watched them now. It's my bad on this guy, but Sandy Creek, Word on the Street, got a running back.
Really?
That's nasty.
I think he was almost averaging over 200 yards a game.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just
it's a brick wall. It's a brick wall. I haven't seen him on film, man, but I'm going to see him Friday. But the talk on the town is he's him.
Yeah. So I guess if they can shut him down, they can make it a game.
You feel me?
If you play transitive property, then yes, it should be a shootout if you just judge on LaGrange's performance against Sandy Creek and then Troop's performance against LaGrange. Yeah, it looks like it's going to come down to the wire.
Yeah.
But, we'll see who decides to step up that night, really. It's probably going to come down to who makes the least amount of mistakes, really.
Yep.
I think I would be dismissed if I didn't give a shout out to them big boys on the line because them boys aren't blocking. I mean, what would we say? Edwards, 820 yards rushing.
Wow.
10 yards average per carry. 14 touchdowns.
Come on now. Them Hogs doing that.
Them big boys are
them Hogs doing that. Big shout out to the Hogs, baby. The Hogs doing that. And they got some size, though. They got some size.
Yeah, they do.
They got some size. So, okay. All right. So, the Callaway, man, I'm going for a region.
Yep.
Talk to me, guy. What you thinking?
Well, Callaway has got to make a 2.5-hour road trip to Morgan County. Morgan County sits at number 5 in the state. They are undefeated and number 1 in the region, of course. Callaway's technically tied with them in the region. They're undefeated as well, but got a few tough losses at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
As is typical because of the tough competition they purposely schedule. So that's a big shout out to Coach Wiggins. I love that he does that. Doesn't shy away from bigger schools or competition. But Morgan County's got a team. I mean, they are undefeated. They're number 5 for a reason. And we're talking about great running backs.
Right.
That's who Morgan County is led by. Is their guy. He almost has 1,400 rushing yards total on the year. He's got 28 rushing touchdowns. He's averaging over 150 yards a game. So it looks, but Callaway's played very well against the run.
Okay.
the only time they really struggled was the first game of the year against Prince Avenue, who has one of the top running backs in the nation.
Yeah.
And he sliced and diced them after about an hour and a half rain delay. So it's really hard to judge Callaway off that performance. Ever since then, they've been solid stopping the run. I'd say they're better at stopping the pass than they are the run, just because the playmakers they have in the secondary.
Yeah.
But it will be very interesting. I think Callaway has the edge, but it's going to be another down to the wire game.
Another wire. Big shout out to the boys, what I'm saying, who train hard in the dungeon. Your Jeremiah Duns.
Yep.
Your what's my other boy name?
You got Caden James out there. You got Jeffrey Ellis. I don't know who trains with you. But
keep going. Not them two. But,
you got Zay Anderson out there. You got man, I'm blanking on some of these kids. They got, that's the one thing about Callaway, and the reason why I give them the edge to Morgan County is I don't know how many 2A schools have that many playmakers on their team. So maybe Morgan County can stack up against them.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, when Blake Harrington can sit back and he's got a load of choices to throw to who are going to be consistent and get some plays out of them, then yeah, it's very dangerous.
Yep.
But some of the other guys like Christian Kennedy in the backfield, Austin Mahone, man, I'm blanking on his name. One of our guys, number 5. They've been rotating backs, and Ant Reeves. Yeah, he's been rotating in the backfield. So, yeah, any of these guys can play any position, really.
That's crazy,
and they're
dog.
dangerous.
That's crazy. But I ain't gonna front, man. Callaway always, also have them dudes, though.
Yeah.
Like, big shout out to Cold Wings, man. I don't know what you guys be doing over there, man, but y'all produce them dudes over there.
Yeah, they do.
I agree with that. I agree. So, yo, Hurricane, though, man. Come on, can somebody pick up Hurricane stats? I mean, y'all calling out the other stats, man.
I'll look them up.
Come on, man, because they undefeated right now.
I'd say they.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It was a TikTok I came across about, it said top 10, college or high school football teams Georgia to look out for. Hurd was on there.
Hurd was on there?
I think Hurd was 5th, and Troop was actually 3rd. But I mean,
TikTok vibes?
yeah.
Okay.
But what is it about Hurd County that keeps them? Like, is it just because we're talking about like Troop County being a hotbed? But I mean, Hurd County still produces teams, still puts out teams.
Heck yeah, man. Y'all think Hurd County get that small town conversation? So you kind of get overlooked because of that small town conversation, man. But them jokers going crazy right now, though. I got a quarterback. I tell anybody this, man. If in high school, if you have a quarterback, you can cause problems.
Right.
You can cause problems if you got a quarterback.
Think about you got a quarterback. It's also your leading rushing.
Shout out to True. You feel me?
You can hand off to the second leading rusher.
Yeah.
700 yards.
That's crazy, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, at technically second, he's got 736 on the ground. Coleman's their main running back, but he's only got about 80 yards more than him. So yeah, they pretty much split it evenly on the ground.
Okay. Wow.
See, I grew up like football up here is a whole nother level.
Yeah.
When we grew up, it was you'd be happy if you scored 14 points in a game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like we were terrible. But here, when you put up 45, averaging 40 some odd points a game, that's.
But we know they say offense sell tickets, man. So everybody trying to get them tickets sold around here. Let's go. Let's score points, man. Let's score.
Yeah.
Oh, you find something for me? Did you give me the Hurricane action?
I mean,
no love.
Nothing in depth.
No love.
But yeah, they're undefeated 9-0. They'll go play Pepperell on the road this year.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, quarterback and running back duo has been their main source of points this year.
Okay. Well, perfect though, man. Perfect though. Steve, what you got for us, man?
What do I got for you? We can talk about headlines, college headlines. I mean, that's what everybody's talking about.
There's a lot going on in college right now, guys.
Can you tell me why Hugh Freeze still has a job? like, okay. Arkansas fan, but Georgia fans love Sam Pittman because he ran the line for him, whatever. They ran Sam Pittman out of there and put Bobby Petrino as interim coach.
Yeah.
And they thought, he's going to turn around. We lost we put up 40 some odd points against we just lost to Auburn, which why in the world did we lose to Auburn? But I don't know. It's going to be interesting, and I get sadder every day that I hear another coach get fired, because the ones that we would want to have are LSU's probably going to get it, Florida's probably going to get it, Oklahoma State's probably going to get it, but I wouldn't be too upset with an up and comer. There's some names out there. The Memphis head coach, South Florida, I think it's Alex Golish.
Okay,
He's going to be a big one. People are going to look at.
And
there's just tons of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I won't draw dots to who I think is going to go where or who should hire who, but there's a ton of talent out there in coaching right now that is up for grabs. And just like Steve said, if my team was in that position, yes, I want my coach gone tomorrow or today if it can't be, because there's a hotbed of talent to grab. One guy in particular who I would want is John Summerall out of Tulane. I could see him easily just making the jump. If LSU's smart, say, hey, come up a few miles from New Orleans to Baton Rouge. But Alex Golish, like he mentioned, there's a lot of guys out there, and they're going to turn these programs around, or they have the great potential to turn these programs around. So as a fellow SEC competitor or rival to some of these teams, it scares me to death if they actually make the right hiring for some of these programs.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it comes down to, I think one name that it's starting to pick up a little bit is Mack, the head coach of Kaneasaid State. So he took that over. He turned that one around.
Yep.
And so now he's starting to get a lot of people starting to look at him. Now, he wouldn't be a splash hire. He's not going to be somewhere like James Franklin or even if somebody goes after Brian Kelly. But he's still young enough. He's a motivator. He can get them fired up. And, some of that's just all these kids want.
Well, at the end of the day, this is what the university want. Who can get the kids?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be the whole deal. Who can get the kids, and also who can bring money?
Yeah.
Because it's a money game now. Football's about money game now.
I would say not necessarily every program has to ask those questions. For example, LSU is a program that doesn't have to ask that question. LSU, all they have to do is ask, do I have a coach that can develop talent? Because LSU is one of those rare programs, you don't have to do any recruiting at all. Just give them the offer, let them take a tour. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
And then have a proven track record that you're able to put kids in the NFL. They will come to you easily.
Yeah.
Louisiana is a hotbed of talent, and the surrounding states and areas are, and there are pipelines to LSU. So if I'm LSU, I want a guy like a John Summerall, who I know can develop talent. He has done it very well at Troy and now at Tulane. I want a guy like – now, I don't think this is the right move. I mentioned this to Kane earlier. Don't know how factual this report is, but I saw one report where some of the LSU Board of Trustees, they had Dan Campbell at the top of their list. Would I go out and hire Dan Campbell? Do I think that's smart? No, but I understand it from the point – they just want somebody in there to get their guys tough, and develop them, especially when you have your prized possession and Thomas Moffitt, your former strength and conditioning coordinator. He's gone because Brian Kelly fired him, and he was the backbone and the true core of that LSU program since the Nick Saban days. So if you got rid of him, you got to bring in some. Maybe your mindset is, I got to bring in a strength and conditioning guy in. And I mean, I guess Dan Campbell can be that answer. What do you think about that, Dan Campbell being a top prospect?
I like Dan Campbell where he sits right now with Detroit.
Yeah.
He took it again. Like I say this.
I just noticed you have a Lions hat on too.
So I was born in Detroit. So I was born into just up and down sports. So the Tigers baseball breaking their hearts, Lions breaking their hearts. Now the Lions are good. They're getting better.
Playing better.
14-2 last year. Get your first round bye. Play Washington second round, get your tails kicked. And, and then we lose our coordinator, so everyone says, oh, you're going to fall off. But, if you got the pieces in place and the people know how to work together, it doesn't matter who you're going to put in as long as they can execute the play.
Yeah.
It's going to go through. But I think Dan Campbell, he played for Dallas, he played for Detroit. I think he don't even entertain that idea. I
don't think he would either. I just thought it was a very interesting report.
Well, it was different.
Yeah, and I think, in another name, like, why no one's talking about, like, you're telling me that if an LSU or Oklahoma State or something comes after Clark Lee at Vanderbilt, he ain't going to listen?
Yeah.
Like you can speak that talk now because your team, you got to. You're probably
Because they balling right now.
You're probably going to make the playoffs. But if you got somebody coming like that, Penn State coming at him like that, I mean, he's got to listen.
See, he gonna listen, but I'm thinking right now because of what Vanderbilt is doing, I don't think he's gonna entertain though.
So you wait till Pavia's gone.
I agree.
Different story then.
I agree with you. I think Clark Lee's going to stick it out a little bit longer. Now, if he can't sustain what he's currently putting out at Vanderbilt, then yeah, definitely he'll look down the road at other options. But I think right now, him being a Vandy guy, him being able to be the phoenix that rises out of the ashes and actually makes Vanderbilt a respectable program, I think he'll keep that train rolling. And then, yeah, if it looks like it's coming to a halt, then he'll jump ship.
Yeah.
But
it's a fine line because you gotta ride it out, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Because as long as you're winning, as long as you're going, means they're coming at you with that money. But if that train decides to fall off,
Trouble.
then it's a fine line of when you know it's time to jump or when it's time to go. I personally like Vanderbilt being good now
Yeah.
because it's always good to have somebody different, right?
Yeah.
Right now, the SEC is wide open.
It's crazy right
You
now.
can make an argument for Alabama. I mean, Alabama probably should have lost the last 3 games, but they find it. I mean, that's a proven winner though. That's a team of champions, right? They find a way to win.
yeah.
Texas, same thing. There's no way in this world Texas should have beat Mississippi State. Mississippi State it just shouldn't happen, and then Texas just digs and finds a way to come in.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with
what
that.
They take right now. It don't matter really, as long as you can manage your losses, 1 to 2 losses now. It don't really matter what you're doing right now, as long as you can get in that playoff.
Anything goes then.
Right. So it's turning into like basketball. As long as you can get in, let's roll because you can get hot.
Yo, but speaking of the quarterback from Vandy, what's his name again?
Pavia.
Pavia. 2 things. Now, this is his 2nd year there, right?
Yeah.
So, he wanted to go to Jackson State.
Uh,
No.
Yeah. Quick backstory. Now, y'all might want to fact check this, though. So, so I'm going to tell you,
I'll
though.
fact check it
Fact check it while I'm talking.
Yeah.
Let me put a rumor out there first, then fact check it, let me know if to erase it or
You
not.
put a lot of stories out there.
Yeah, you feel me? So, the word on the street, he wanted to go there. But Shador was there, and they was like, hey, you're not going to start over here. So you better, go to another school. So I think he ended up going somewhere else before he went to Vanderbilt.
Like New Mexico State or something?
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if that going to say it in the did say it?
It's true. Yeah, he had a meeting with Sanders, and Sanders said, I'm looking for a backup, not a starter, because Shador was going to start. And so he decided to go to New Mexico instead.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you something about this kid. He swagged out, though. I like him.
Yeah, he is.
I like him.
He's got all the confidence.
Guess who he was hanging out with other night?
Johnny Manziel.
Close. Theo Vaughn.
Oh, that too.
He was chilling with Theo.
Yeah.
You could just look at him. You can look at his play style, how he operates, everything. That's
Man.
Johnny Manziel right there.
That's Johnny.
Yeah, he is Johnny 2.0.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
He's definitely Johnny.
Just not as talented, but he's
Right.
got a better head on his shoulders
Yep.
than Johnny does.
That was a boy. If we had NIL, at the time,
He would have broken NIL.
Well, let's be honest. He had his own private.
He had it going on.
Yeah.
He was
So
all
still-
up. He was all up back
I mean,
then.
he said in the documentary they called him up to a hotel room and they just had like hundreds of stuff for him to sign, and he
Yeah.
just sat there and signed it all.
That's crazy.
I remember when we all believed it too, that Johnny Manziel's dad was rich.
Yeah,
And then you try to
that's
go
the-
Google Johnny Manziel's dad, and nothing pops up on him. But
I
we
thought
still
something about
bought
some
it
oil,
anyways.
right?
I
Some
bought it.
oil.
Yeah,
So it's
they-
like
yeah.
Exactly. That's what
he
they
had
said.
oil. He was like, he's rich in Texas. So I was like, he already got money.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
That's like I lived in Nebraska for 10 years, so I followed Nebraska sports, right? And so it was Dominican Sue's last year. It was about probably in December, and the report comes on the paper that he had wrecked his brand new Range Rover at 2:30 in the morning, and they said it was obviously it was registered into his mom's name. So
Smart guy.
you can't. I mean,
What are your mama name?
that's what's that old movie Blue Chips?
Yeah.
with Shaq, like
Come on now.
like it was happening. Like you just
Yeah.
didn't, everybody just looked the other way. And now, did you get any money?
Everybody did.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
You used to come
Let
with
me tell you something.
envelope in your locker.
So let me tell you something. Now, shout out to high school. High school the same way. You know what I'm saying? College was the same way. But it wasn't like the money these jokers getting.
You got money in high school too?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but it wasn't like, we racks over here.
Yeah.
Well,
You know what I mean?
you got
Yeah.
Well,
it wasn't like that.
You know what's
but-
crazy?
You,
How
you
long
were
this?
hungry.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? How long this has been going on, and y'all have heard the same story I have, and it was directly told to me by him. I'm blanking on his name, but there's an older man here now in LaGrange. He was a legend back in the day. He went to LaGrange High School, was a running back, ended up going to play for Troy State, had a bunch of offers everywhere. He was one of the,
Really?
It's part of one of the core teams that won those state championships and got pretty far. But anyways, him knowing that I was an Alabama fan, he shared with me his story about when he got recruited by Coach Bryant. And the first time he had ever had a steak in his life was, Coach Bryant had invited him out to dinner in Birmingham, and sat down, had a nice steak dinner, and of course it was comped, by them.
Yeah.
So I asked him where I said, "Oh, did you go play for Alabama? I'm sorry if I don't, remember your name." And he said, "No, I went to Troy State because they offered me the most money." And this is back in the '60s, early
crazy.
'70s. So
It's
that's
been
how
going
long it's
on,
been
dog.
going on.
Yeah.
But one of my buddies,
nothing new.
yeah, one of my buddies who's always been a big proponent of college players should be getting paid, which I always have been too. He was just so dumbfounded why everybody was complaining about it, and he was going on a rant. He was like, "What do y'all want? Do y'all want to go back to bags of McDonald's? McDonald's bags?" I said, "Yes, we do want to go back to McDonald's bags. It's a lot more fun.
It's a lot more fun. It's a lot more fun. Then
Let's
you can
keep
go
it
in that.
under the table.
You
Yeah.
can sneak it in, high five, and open your hand. You got money in it.
Exactly.
Like, bring those days, man. We want those days back.
Yeah.
But what about the betting? You mentioned something about earlier.
Hold on. One more thing on that
Yeah.
one. Like, I'll give you you play devil's advocate, but what's the value of an education? What's the value of housing? Because really, yes. I'm with both of y'all. If the majority of D1 schools, your football program is covering the whole athletic department, right? And so they deserve to get something out of it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's when you hear about these kids getting offered $1 million NIL deals coming out of high school, you're kind of like, he hadn't really proved himself yet.
Right.
Not
Right.
not
Yeah.
on Arch Manning, but
Yeah.
is whatever. But do we just do they forget it about the value of the education part of it, or is it because a lot of times they only stay a couple years
So
and then they go and it's not that's not the
well, let me give you this. 9 times out of 10, man, these jokers ain't going to class anyway. Yeah. You feel
He didn't
me?
come to play school.
Yeah, man, come on. We come to go to school and somehow you end up passing.
Yeah.
Like, no, man. Like, no. These jokers ain't going to class anyway. And now, since most time now, everything is online, stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Got some young lady who's getting it in for them.
Well, in my opinion,
I'm just saying, guys.
In my opinion, if we were in a state of the economy and job market 20 years ago, I would say, yeah, college is, very valuable. I don't think we should be just writing that off. Today's economy, today's job market, every day the value of a college diploma drops. It's dropping rapidly.
Drops.
It's really not worth that anymore. Really what college is worth is what you make out of it in networking. If you're somebody who can go and network and also get you a few different internships and meet people, that's what college is for. Besides going to be a doctor or getting some type of degree exactly. Yeah. But so I think nowadays, or if not today, 10 years in the future, it was going to have to be required because you see a lot of these public universities are already switching to free models of college anyways. So they were going to have to do it now or later.
It's crazy you mentioned that, dog. I do remember, man, where like a college education was like, yo, you get a degree, like you're in it. Like go get a dang, it done changed though.
Yeah.
And you think about all these kids that that kind of like grew up with computer science and all this technical degrees now, right? But with the advancement of the AI technology, like what we bypassed all the skill jobs, like the plumbers, the carpenters, the
electrician,
the electrician, all that skill stuff, because we were pushing this because this is the next wave.
Yep.
Well, now AI comes in, completely, is wiping a lot of it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So somebody pointed out the other day, they're like, wasn't it funny? people were yelling at like truckers 5-10 years ago to learn how to code, and now people who learned how to code don't have jobs anymore because AI can just code
AI
everything.
can code it for you
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I mean, what that song, the theme song, Kaneasaid, right?
Yeah.
I built the gist of the song, put it in there, said, "Hey, did it." 5 seconds later,
Great produced song.
It pops out a song. Like now, in the music industry, I'm sure that they can probably they've got
Right.
a way to tell.
Yeah.
But for the normal everybody, what? Shoot. I mean, hey,
It's
5
just-
seconds, you got a theme song. Let's roll.
Let's rock. Let's rock.
But no, what you're talking about betting? They just ruled that starting November 5th, college athletes will be able to bet on pro sports. So they can't bet on college, obviously, because
You're right.
skew it. But
Bet
they can
chunks of
they can
bills.
now
Yeah.
Well, he was more
Mafia style. So
X-ray glasses and special contacts. But
yeah.
college athletes can start to bet on pro sports.
Okay.
Like FanDuel and
So let me ask you this now. Now let me ask you. Now since they do it, what's the benefit? I mean, okay, I know there's money involved, but why did it get passed, guys? Like why?
Because
Who's gonna be-
they're college kids with a lot of money in their pockets, and they don't make smart financial decisions.
Oh,
think about it. Yeah,
nah.
you're gonna have a bunch of broke college kids.
Yeah.
That was good.
Unless
Yeah.
they're good at betting, then hey, you're gonna have some really.
No, but I'm saying though, but like, oh come on, y'all, like, think about this. It's weird. It's good you say that, but who will say, hey man, you guys can benefit. Let's go ahead and make this happen. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure these betting companies have their own lobbyists. They have their own groups that are actively probably going in and lobbying every day with these state legislators or whoever to let them, because you got to think about it, man. There's only so many, or there's a decent amount of betting companies out there, and there's only so many people that they can get because still some states have it illegal and stuff like that. So yeah, they're trying to expand their potential base as much as they can, I believe.
So check this out. I have a buddy, big time LSU fan. He said they told him that on Thursday nights, if you want to see LSU players, go to casinos.
Oh yeah.
Thursday night they're there.
Yeah.
Football players.
Yeah.
Every Thursday. So I hear what you're saying. They got this money, man. They out there just blowing it.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
I mean, pretty much it says right here that it's just they had to make the change to recognizing the realities of what the sports environment is now. I mean, that's a big thing. Like it's but at the end of the day, everybody's in bed with everybody. So
yeah.
Somebody's you're not going to make the NCAA is not going to make a decision on allowing them to bet if there's not something that's going to come to them eventually and produce something. Because they had banned the big 3 or big 4 ones from advertising. So that's probably now they probably got together, made a little agreement, and said, hey, we'll allow this because there's X amount of college athletes out there that are now going to be able to bet on pro sports. But now how about this one? How about if you got a kid say at Ohio State and then his brother is in the NFL? So then his brother starts feeding him information
I didn't think about that.
about what's going to happen.
Johnny's hurt.
Yeah.
Johnny's hurt.
Basketball too, like so and so on the team's hurt. Don't bet on them.
I mean, that's going to happen. They got to happen.
Yeah.
Ain't no way around that.
It'll be see, it's
Sports world getting a little wicked, y'all.
Or it probably has been, and we're just figuring it out.
Yeah.
that goes back to your NIL. It's we just now figured out how to legalize it.
And capitalize on it at the same time.
Yeah.
So flip for a minute, man. Not flip for a minute. So we talking about this betting stuff. What the crap is going on in the NBA with all this betting stuff, man?
I think it's just the tip of the iceberg, really. I think you're going to start to see more come out. I mean, it was slowly trickling because you had Donnelly, the referee, years ago.
I remember him.
He was fixing games, and now they're rolling into what we got now.
But I get my question there. A person like Chauncey Billups, why? Like, man, you made over $100 something million.
I tell you, the mafia can make you do some crazy things.
Yeah. I am interested to see who were willing participants and who were voluntold participants.
Right. It's a difference.
Because do we know if he had a debt to him? And
That's
so-
why I feel like
so
it's got to make
he-
the only sense.
He's got and then I saw the video and they were showing the glasses that they were wearing because they're special cards too. So you put the glasses on and it's just you see the big letters on it. You see right through the card, and then the table like it'd be green or whatever, and it's really an X-ray table.
Man, this world is crazy, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But if they can do it, think what the casino can do.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So it's the casinos aren't made for people to win.
Yeah.
right?
God, not right.
So,
You want
because if you do start winning, what happens to you? You get kicked out.
off with your head.
They tell you to leave or you get banned
You got to go.
because they're thinking you're cheating.
Yep. You count cards over there, son.
Yep.
While you're there counting cards. So okay. As far as the NBA, right now, guys, who's out there balling? Not team, individual.
Well, I know everybody's talking about VJ Edgecombe. I know he's doing well in preseason.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that much basketball. I mean, it just started this past week.
Yeah.
The Hawks have been highly disappointing. I can say that. That was gross watching them on their opening night. I wasted my time doing that.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you who's balling.
Trey Young.
Trey Young?
Yeah, I'm about tired of him.
Well, I thought Trey was gonna get moved out of there years ago, but they kept him.
You don't like when he pulls up from the half court every time.
Trey just be doing stuff.
You hate it when he misses. Be low when he makes it.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm not a Hawk fan, but I'm gonna tell you who balling right now. Y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Wemby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You see Cooper Flag the other night
Cooper
coming in with that poster.
Cooper looked good the other night. The first night he was a little shaky. He looked good. He looked good the other night. But Wemby?
But you know why we hadn't heard about Wemby?
Why?
Because what took over the news?
Chauncey.
Gambling.
Yeah.
So nobody heard about Wemby's.
Going crazy.
Yeah.
Dropping 40. Yeah. Well, Luka done dropped 40 for the past, 3 games?
Yeah.
Well, LeBron's out.
Well, so that means we should bet on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Because what's that, Damon Jones? That's what he said. He
They gave him wrong information.
He
told him that LeBron wasn't going to play because he was hurt.
And said AD was going to be limited minutes or something like that, and they both played the full.
Mafia's turned off that one.
But think so about the whole betting, right? What about we'll tie it back in, but like Shohei Ohtani when he was with the Angels?
Yeah. I think
his interpreter took the fall for him because he was big and he said he was doing all this illegal gambling and everything for him. So now when you look at that, you get back to it going,
What is what?
Yeah.
Can I say something?
He is.
I think the MLB made the right move on that.
Yeah. What you mean? What
If
you
I'm
think?
the MLB, Shohei, come on, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna look the other way this time.
Yeah. We're gonna pat you on the wrist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We know you don't understand English.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly.
right. So it didn't really happen, dog.
Chalking up the cultural differences.
Right.
Yeah. We're gonna chop this one up.
Yeah. It's we'll wait and see.
I did want to ask. There may be nothing behind it. Maybe it was strategically worn. Did y'all notice? Y'all see what Chauncey wore walking in the court today or yesterday?
The hoodie?
Yeah, the
hoodie?
Sports Group hoodie.
Well, the internet blew it up. So
yeah, the internet did blow it up.
So I think it may be something behind it.
I feel like it was something, whether it was either a shot at them because they're involved in it, or it's they're on his side or whatever. They're gonna help him out or represent him.
So okay, now Facebook and Instagram can get weird. It can get fake. Now, is Clutch trying to build another league? Have y'all heard anything about that?
I've heard that. I've heard speculations of LeBron wanting to build his own league, especially if they're not going to let him. Because I think the rumors have been once LeBron gets out, it's going to be really hard for him to become an owner.
Yeah.
Because the owners, I guess, don't want him as an owner. Dang. So that has been speculated that LeBron will take his ball and make something else.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Well, I'm saying it to say is I feel like it's some statements being made. If this is what Chauncey's talking about, but him rocking that hoodie, he making some kind of statement.
Yeah. Can I say this soon?
Give it to me.
Because I heard somebody say this, and it was a former NBA player. They were on a podcast, may have been their own podcast, but what's really getting overlooked, he usually gets a lot of blame. For some reason right now, no blame's coming back at him. Adam Silver. More discussion needs to be had on Adam Silver's management of the NBA. But, Dave, the former NBA player said this, David Stern is rolling in his grave right now. Just knowing the fact that the NBA's even partnered with a betting company in the first place and that they've allowed all this to seep in, yeah, David Stern cannot be happy right now.
I agree. He's mad.
Yeah.
It's probably why doing some raining, cold weather, hot, all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
He's heated behind all this. But, let me ask y'all something. I can't believe I ain't talk about this. Man, did y'all even watch the No Limit and Cash Money versus this weekend?
No, I didn't.
Hold up. Time out. Did y'all hear about it?
No, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Was that the? Didn't I send you? Was that the?
Yes.
The playlist. I sent
Yes.
you? Yeah. That's about
Well,
as far as I saw.
Levi, so you what? How old are you?
I'm 30.
You don't know nothing about it then. So you don't know nothing about the.
You're a young buck.
Yeah, you don't know nothing about the No Limit. You probably haven't heard of No Limit ever.
I don't think I have, no.
Master P?
Oh, I know Master P. Yeah.
Okay.
This ain't P.
It ain't P. Cash Money?
Yeah, Cash Money, Lil Wayne, Birdman.
All them.
Drake, yeah.
Okay, so this weekend they had a versus.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what versus is?
Yeah, I didn't know they were still doing verses.
No, it's the first time they did it since COVID.
Okay. No, had no idea they were
Yeah,
doing
man.
that.
Yeah, man.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was good. I just want to know if
Is
you
it
guys
on
watch.
YouTube?
Yes, on YouTube. Get
Go
a
back
chance,
and
check it
watch
out,
it.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably like none of the music. You probably like, what are these guys doing up here? But yeah, it was good though. Shout out No Limit, man. Master P. You guys won, in my opinion. But now, man. So look, I'm gonna ask you guys this, okay? If you guys had the opportunity, okay, to play for the Falcons, feel me out now. Play for the Falcons, Pittsburgh, or New Orleans, who would you ride with?
I feel like that's an easy answer.
You think so?
Yeah. I think the Falcons.
Well, because you're a Dirty Bird fan.
That too. But also the potential with it's still a pretty young core group of guys.
But I feel like the Falcons said it every year, though.
That is true.
Okay, but you said the Falcons.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Penix has been hurt a little bit, so that's holding us back. And I'm not ready to throw. A lot of people are. I'm not ready to throw Raheem Morris under the bus yet. But between him and who's our guy, Zach Robinson, our OC, them guys are tripping, bro. Like I don't know what they're doing when it comes to the offense besides just giving the ball to Bijan.
Okay, but and he's a heck of a back. He's a heck of a back.
He is.
Okay,
He is. Yeah.
So Steve-O, who you with?
I think we're going Pittsburgh.
I'm liking that one. Tell me why.
so.
Tell me why though.
I think Mike Tomlin. I mean, he's still got that team going. Aaron Rodgers can still me the ball. I can tell that I caught it off from Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
But I think that Pittsburgh is, generally year in, year out, they're going to be right there at the neck and neck with it. So, get the opportunity to go to the playoffs every year.
Pittsburgh. I'm around Pittsburgh, guys. Here's why I'm around Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers, he still got it, in my opinion. He still got it. And I'm feeling what you're saying about Mike Tomlin. You know what I'm saying? There's something about that Pittsburgh vibe that I feel like it still reminds me of that.
Hard-working steel worker.
Yeah, you feel me?
It's Black Air Force vibe.
Come on,
Black
man.
Air Force energy.
Come on, man. Yeah, man. So out of all those teams, I'm saying Pittsburgh myself. I'm going to ride with them, guys.
I like it.
I'm glad
I'm
they
a
picked New
Rivals.
Orleans. I think they're 0-7 right now.
Well,
they can't
well.
figure out their quarterback.
Well, but here's why I threw New Orleans in there. It had nothing to do with football.
The city.
Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go.
okay.
Let's
You ever
go.
been to Mardi Gras?
Yes. No. Haven't been to Mardi
We're
Gras.
going to go this year.
We're going in.
Yeah.
We're there. Excuse me. We're there.
Late. Wives at home.
Yeah, you guys there. We stay here.
We're
New Orleans, we going there.
yeah, we're taking the
Yeah.
we're taking the podcast on the road.
Yeah.
We're gonna broadcast
we
live.
going on the
Mardi
road.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
So that's
Yes,
how
we are.
that's how we can justify it.
Yeah. Yeah. So guys, man, at the end of the show, man, we always do. Anything y'all want to add before I chop them up?
Well, I mean, it'd be a long discussion, so we can do it next.
No,
one,
talk to me,
but
though.
Talking about, who people feel like is front runners for college.
Heisman.
Yeah, Heisman and college football in general.
Okay.
Championship.
Now give me the Heisman though before we go. Give it to me.
Well, I think right now, and I'm biased, of course, but
Simpson.
yes, and I want to go. Kane, I don't know if you remember or not. I am proudly, well, no longer proudly, but I used to be proudly Ty Simpson's #1 hater. Since day one, I've been a Ty Simpson hater. I said, this dude does not have it. He played against low competition in high school. The 5-star rating's bogus. Did not believe in him at all. It had no faith in him going into this season. And Florida State, the whole team sucked, but just reinforced my opinion. But yeah, the Heisman's got to go to Ty Simpson, and he has amazed me with his control of the offense, being able to read the defense, put them in the right packages or protections, making the right decisions, not forcing balls. I mean, he's gotten away with some potential should have been interceptions, but has kept the turnovers limited. Alabama would have lost those 3 games probably if Ty Simpson was not at quarterback. So I just got to give a shout out to him. Apologize for being your number 1 hater for all these years. I'm wrong. He should have won the Heisman.
But it's just because he was recruited by Saban, right?
Yes, he
So
was.
Saban, but early on, I come to the realization that don't question what Saban does, right?
That's true.
Because he can have 5, 6 running backs just sitting there on the bench, not seeing a single play, and half them jokers are in the NFL playing.
Yep.
I mean,
Josh Jacobs.
because
For
you had
example.
coming from Arkansas, we had Alty Tenpenny, which
Yeah.
if he wouldn't have died in that car wreck, he would have been your next one to step up.
Yep.
I mean, sometimes you see these running backs, you're like, where are they going to college at?
Right.
Like, oh, Alabama, where do you play at Alabama? Okay, well then, it ended up being that's you sit deep and you just wait your turn. You wait long enough, I mean, talent's going to show. So.
Well, I'm gonna give you my pick. Your boy from Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a bad choice.
But here's the deal. He probably won't win it because he's in Vanderbilt.
So you're telling me that's the Darren McFadden curse? There's
Wait,
no
what's the
reason-
McFadden curse?
So McFadden was a finalist for the Heisman twice. He one year lost to Troy Smith from Ohio State, which
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember.
and then
that.
the other one
that.
was either Tebow's first or second year because Tebow won 2 in a row.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was hands down. He was hands down the best player in the country, but because he played on an Arkansas team, he didn't have as much exposure as
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
the rest of them.
okay.
You get it, And then you could say the same with Ndamukong Suh. When he finished second, he would have been the second only
He
defensive
did finish second.
player to win the Heisman.
How many losses does Vandy have right now?
It's 1, right?
Or are they lost to?
I think it's 1 because I think they only lost early in the year.
I think it's 1
Well,
loss.
there's one to Alabama.
I think it's the only one.
Because I was going to say it may be record that it's also Vanderbilt not getting a lot of exposure, but record could be a key.
Right.
But no, they're 7-1.
Yep.
Shoot, getting College Game Day for them last week was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're big. That was big.
That's big.
That was-
They're putting money in that stadium, so.
Well, and all it takes is say Alabama loses one more game, which is very possible. I could see us slipping up to Auburn, kind of hoping they do, because Auburn will re-sign Hugh Freeze for another 5-year extension. So strategically, kind of hope Auburn beats
I
Alabama.
don't get it, man. Like, you get in trouble for sending text messages to I don't want to get in trouble. Supposedly,
Allegedly.
to services, and then you go to Liberty. Shout out to him. He reinvented himself at Liberty. He really made people believe.
He
And
did.
It comes to Auburn, and sometimes I feel like Auburn just falls into the Arkansas part of Sometimes you can. Well, they've won a national title, so I can't put them with us because we haven't won one since like '64. But
Jerry Jones,
yeah. You're Jerry Jones. You're
Jimmy Johnson's.
Jim Johnson.
Frank
of the world.
Royals. That
Yeah.
But I think that they probably needed to. Was it Cadillac Williams was their interim last year?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know why. He fired them up towards that end of the year, but
He did.
I would have kept him
I mean, just well, this is why they said it didn't.
because the experience.
Well, the experience, but he didn't do well. Okay. Yeah,
And Auburn, we got to stay out front too. Auburn is all about politics.
What I was
bro.
about to say.
When it comes to that coaching position, it's all about
I was
politics.
about to say, so
Right.
he didn't do well with speaking.
Yeah.
He didn't do well with like that type stuff.
Yeah.
you got to shake hands, kiss babies.
You got to do that
And
stuff.
especially at Auburn, because they're the
Yeah.
ones who have all the power. The
Yeah.
AD has no power. The AD does what those board of trustees tell him to.
Right. So it's one of those issues. They didn't believe in that part of him. Excuse me, that he's gonna be able to shake hands and kiss babies.
Yeah.
I don't think.
No, that's dirty of them. But did any of y'all watch the SEC series on Netflix they did this year?
I saw a little bit of it. Is the one for? It's the you should watch it with.
Really?
Yeah, because it shows Arkansas beating Tennessee last year.
No, don't about to see that. You don't wanna
Oh,
see
yeah,
that.
When talk about that.
Yeah.
That fall off, right?
Oh,
You
my
go to
gosh.
UCLA and jeez Louise.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But no, I mean I've seen just bits and pieces of it.
Okay. Well, when they show Auburn for a couple of times on there, I would encourage y'all to go watch it and see if y'all cringed as much as I did. Hugh Freeze, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know how his players actually respect him. or take anything serious in those team meetings. He leads the team meetings like you're in a Sunday morning Southern Baptist church. He gets up there, he delivers the point like he's reading a message out of the Bible, and then he harps on that point like it's a biblical message. So he'll just replace salvation with toughness. And then he'll go read a verse about toughness and then preach the whole team meeting about toughness.
Thou shalt not miss tackles.
Exactly. Yeah. He's not even saying anything real at all. He's just delivering a sermon in the style of of a pastor.
Right.
And I'm wondering, and it looks like those kids are eating it up. And I'm like, I can't believe they're taking him serious. Like it's crazy.
But
it's crazy.
But man, his Auburn's issue, and I've said this, they don't have a QB.
Yeah.
And they're about to lose Deuce, it looks
Yeah.
like.
It's like he about to transfer.
Yeah. And so Hugh Freeze, I think part of that, I feel like he likes that, not having a QB right now, because he feels like it's buying him more time at Auburn, which is what I would be saying if I were in his position.
But all that means is he just didn't record a quarterback that would work in his system.
Exactly.
So you're just blaming it on the kid for not being able to.
Yeah.
So do that.
And it's terrible because anybody could have told you Peyton Thorne was trash. Anybody could have told you Jackson Arnold was not going to do what you thought he was going to do this year. So it's really crazy that he thinks he can turn those guys around.
Right. Then Jackson Arnold throws a pick six, and then you bench him, and then we just get slaughtered by the backup quarterback last week.
God, nobody knows.
Yeah,
it's war there, guys.
But I got a trivia question.
Oh,
not for y'all.
Okay.
For the people that are listening and watching.
Okay.
They go on your Facebook, all that. We'll see. Well, he may. You already know, but
okay.
All right.
Let's see.
Here it is.
Hold on. Let's do like an intro. Do. Trivia time.
Okay, Kane. Here we go. This former Heard County High School standout took his talents to Savannah State University before becoming a legendary Lexington horseman on the gridiron. He helped deliver one of the biggest beatdowns in football history. A jaw-dropping 116-18 victory. In that victory, he forced a fumble and took it for a touchdown. That got them into the playoffs, on to winning a national indoor football title. Who is this hometown hero? So post, chat, say it, give it to us. Maybe if you're right, you'll get something. But any guesses?
You might get one of these. If you get it right, you might get one of these.
Levi, any guesses?
Chris Leak? No, he played quarterback.
Chris Leak?
That's the only arena.
Wilmer Flippington.
Yeah. Wilmer Flippington.
Kurt Warner. He was in the indoor league, wasn't he?
Okay. Kurt Warner.
I know. It was 116 points.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that QB with Dusty Bonner, too. Out of Kentucky.
QB with Dusty Bonner.
Out of Kentucky, yeah.
He was our QB. He was.
Wait, who's Dusty Bonner?
So Bonner played for UK.
Kentucky in the 90s.
He wasn't that hefty lefty, was he?
Nah. So Lorenz. Quick story. So Lorenz. So when Dusty left the Horsemen, Lorenz came in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I knew he played arena league too.
Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah. 116, baby. You see what it is.
And if you haven't picked up on these clues yet, then I'm sorry.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
We're telling you what the answer is.
We lit. All I know.
We lit.
Yeah. We lit. We lit. Yes, sir.
What you got, Kane? What's your closing mark?
So no. Well, I'm gonna pass it down. Levi gonna start this thing out. I'm gonna wrap it up. Levi, give him something, baby. Give him something.
I hate with a passion. I despise the Ohio State Buckeyes, the entire program, the coaching staff, the players. I believe if you are a top recruit and you decide to go play for the Buckeyes, you are just phoning in your 4 years of college for an easy ride to the NFL. I get to play every fall for the top program in the nation and only get to play maybe 2 or 3 legitimate teams and get to ride out the rest of the season pretty easily. Sure, I'll do that. I'll go join the, embarrassment of riches sitting over there. And it irks me. It really irks me. Guys like Caleb Downs, who I respect them as players and as a person too, I cannot respect that you leaving when it gets tough because Nick Saban leaves, you decide, you know what, this is the sign. God doesn't want me here anymore. God wants me at the other top football program in the nation. That's what it is. I wasn't leaving when it got tough. Julian saying the same thing. You had the opportunity to be a true freshman and be one of the core glue guys of that class to stick it out with the new coach. Nope, I'm going to go to the top program in the nation where it's easy and get a lot of money to go play quarterback over there. They sicken me. They disgust me. I hate Ohio State. And I think they should be required to schedule a certain amount of ranked games every year. There should be a special Ohio State rule for that. I'm tired of them coasting through the season every year.
I like that rant. What's your rant?
That's a good one. I'll agree with him because being born in Detroit, Michigan, at school down south, you don't really like. They can just
The other guys,
They can just go. They can just go somewhere and stay there and not come back. But no, man, my final take is for all my Arkansas fans out there. Hold steady. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. Basketball's coming. If we had the money for Calipari, we got money to get this next coach. So don't get too sad about it. We're coming. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get back to relevancy, whatever that is. We just can't be, unrealistic like some Alabama fans when they're still winning, but they feel like the wheels are falling off. And they want to fire the coach, but
I was one.
What you got, Kane?
Well, mine is this. So all the local athletes out here who has the grind or the want to play the next level, get yourself a membership here at Clockwork. You can get an all-access membership. You can get elite CPT membership to change your life. Talking about you want to go to college. You want to be the best at your sport. You better sign up for this membership, baby. And y'all remember this, man. The fame is free, but the grind costs, baby. Simple.
No need to debate when Kane said, yeah, it resonate. Kane said it. Now the game gets shifted. Real talk only, the vibe stay lifted. Truth in the booth, yeah, the mic stay gifted. If you ain't tuned in, then you straight up.